Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining yet again for another design tip for your everyday life. Every day I have to get up on that side of my room and get ready, and then I have to come over to this side of the room where my desk situation is. So how do I make my home office feel more fun, more inspired, more cozy? All of the above. How do I do it? And how can you do it too? Because I know many of you guys also have home offices. So first tip, make sure you're looking at something that makes you happy. If you cannot situate your desk in front of a window because of the floor plan of your space, no worries. But get yourself a beautiful piece of artwork or some typography or some wallpaper that you can frame that adds color, texture, pattern to it that you can look at every day. For me, it was this vintage art of Hawaii. I was obsessed, we both were, my husband and I, with moving here and getting here and living this life that we always dreamed that we really wanted to live. And when I found the vintage map, I loved that it had obviously an old element to it. I loved that there were some sketches and imperfections on the map. I loved the hue, the very kind of the neutrals, and it had some textural elements with regard to how the writing and things were drawn on it, and it really just drew me in, and it was Hawaii related. So of course, win-win there, and it inspired me every day to look at that map and think, one day we will get here too. And here we are. So make sure you're looking at something that brings you joy, that makes you happy, that gives you some kind of purpose for your full day and the weeks ahead. Because if you're looking at something that doesn't do it for you, another idea is, if you're struggling on a piece of artwork, get your family and friends to write some cool quotes and blow them up, take them to a print shop, get them in some kind of a font that you're really into, and you can frame that. And then you've got a really cool piece of typography up on your wall that you can look at as well. And again, I mentioned wallpaper. If you can't paper in your space because it's a rental or you're just too afraid, you don't want to commit, any of those things, you can still buy paper and you can frame it. And it's a really cool element. The other thing that you need to implement in your home office to give you a sense of cozy and a sense of the outdoors is bring in some flowers, bring in some plants. I don't care if it's just stems or greenery, something that flows, that has some movement to it. If you need some color, I needed some color. I like a lot of neutrals, so I always add color when it comes to plants or with artwork or with accessories. Those are my things. So I've got myself my pretty flowers here on my desk. Today's variety has some pretty kind of a lilac-y color purple, a deeper, richer amethyst color purple, and it's got some lime green little pops of flowers in it, and it just does it for me, and it brings something from the outside in, something that's natural, that is created by a higher power, and it's now sitting on my desk, and I love that. You also need to feel super comfy when you are working. That means your chair has to be comfortable. You need to feel good sitting in it for however many hours a day that you're in that chair. And if it's not super comfortable, then you also need to get a pillow, because the pillow can sit behind your back and add a nice level of support. And guess what? Another element of texture or color or pattern, another way to bring that into your home office to get you cheerful and excited about the day ahead. So those are my top threes for making your home office feel more inspired so you can do the best job that you can do for the day. I'd love to know what your home office experience is like. If it's not ideal, let me know what you're struggling with down in the comments, and maybe we can brainstorm some ideas and tidbits and things that you can add to the space to make it feel a bit more personal and happy for you for the rest of your days and weeks ahead. Give her a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. We are having so much fun just thinking about these random tidbits everyday design things that kind of just pop up into your brain, and you were like, oh, I haven't heard an answer about that in a while. Maybe we can just talk about it real quick on these little segments. So that's what we're doing. I hope you enjoy them, and we will catch you on the next round. Bye guys.